kind of like that's kind of why I wanted to start this fucking podcast, quite frankly, is what are we not talking about? You know, in the recovery of villainy is kind of personal for me. You know, 2017, I realized when the Vegas shooting happened, I realized that it was only going to be a few stops on the train that I was on. I wasn't sure when those stops would happen, but you know, I remember some blonde saying, you know, why this guy hurt all these people that didn't hurt him, and my mind said, yet. Because everyone I haven't met yet hasn't hurt me yet. Like I'd been practicing for 9 or 10 years doing, you know, the worst of worst that people could be charged of. You know, I've done double murder jury trials and, you know, family reunification cases. And the clients are always, their lives are so complicated. They've made their situation very difficult. Right. And you and I were talking even before we got on set about just that it seems like people don't want answers to the problem before it starts. They want solutions after they made the worst case possible. That's right. And then they want that on a dime. And that's the problem with that is like, especially with law, I've now realized is, and this goes back to, I think, what we were talking about the change in kind of like the law school and system.
And lawyer identity.
And lawyer identity, right. Is that we've taken the humanity out of the client and out of what we do.
Yes.
Like to a certain extent. And when I say identity, the human identity, I mean, like the ability to deal with vulnerable and deep, difficult emotions. You know, when you look, I've taken on, you know, child rape cases and things like that. And so, like, and that's people I think have no concept of the amount of compassion that it takes. And I think you're one of the lawyers that has the ability to do it. There are some lawyers that do not have the ability to extend the compassion.
That's true.
There are some lawyers that don't have that ability to walk into that room where someone's been accused of absolutely something fucking awful and treat them with dignity, respect, without blame, shame, or judgment. And I will tell you, I'll just share with you, like my personal philosophy, I'm doing this whole trauma thing, but blame, shame, and judgment, I think is part of the reason why it's so dangerous. Is it seems to be, I don't know if it happened through all generations, just this one, I'm sure there was a bunch there because all of our sacred texts talk about that.